Now that we've got our contracts restructured and we made sure that our coaching staff is in order, we're not on the verge of losing anybody unless we possibly lose Gannon, as we have a 27% retention chance on him. It's time for us to go ahead and move along to the next phase of the offseason, past re-signing our own free agents, which we didn't do any of that, and advance towards the official stage one, which is free agency. And we're not signing anybody. Okay, so we got ourselves an extra $1 million in some cap relief. We got about $4.8 million in cap relief. So at this phase, we aren't going to sign any free agents. We're not restructuring any more contracts, but what we will do is try to acquire a top 2, top 3 pick. Because my goal going into this season is to get Caden Proctor in the draft. And with him being as high and legit as he is, I can't take a chance of having anybody else jump me for him. So I have to find and locate who has the top or a top 3 pick. I was about to say the number 1 overall pick, but just a top pick, like 1, 2, or 3. Now, I'm not specifically gunning for the first. Okay, so that's fantastic. The Chiefs have the number 1 pick. So a user already has the number 1 pick. So I have to hope and pray that he's not going after a offensive lineman. So we found the 3rd overall pick. Let's see if we can find the 2nd pick and just hope and pray when we take the 2nd pick, if we can acquire the 2nd pick. We got to hope and pray that the Chiefs do not decide they want to draft Caden Proctor. Because like I said, this is going to be the year that we develop our offensive line and running backs. And there it is right there. The Houston Texans, which is a CPU controlled team. They have the number 2 overall pick. Now we have to get into our negotiation phase. So we're going to offer round 2. And let's see if we can offer a 1st round for next season and possibly a 1st round for the 3rd year down the line. All right. So I tried to get away with not offering 2 firsts, but it's looking like, hold on, let's try 2 seconds first. Damn it, not even close. All right, so this is gonna get a little hectic right here. Let's see. Let's try the 2 firsts and see if that does work. I hate to give up 2 firsts, but if I have to, just to get Proctor, I will. So let's see, we got, and one of our firsts is green, which is 2027. That 2028 is yellow, so that doesn't bode well for us, but let's just see. So only thing we're asking, my thing is, if I'm offering 2 first round picks, do I get more compensation from the Texans? Damn it, really? Okay, here we go. All right, try to get away with removing one of the 1st round picks, but that didn't work. Okay, so 2 1st round picks gets us a little further, but it's not enough. And we can't offer more draft picks. So now we have to try to offer prospects, or players, should I say. And let's see, Trevor Lawrence. It doesn't really impact our cap too much, and it doesn't put a stranglehold on their cap either. Let's see. What I just got a feeling that Trevor Lawrence by himself as a 76 isn't gonna do it. And I'm also trying to go off of their needs. So Brenton Strange doesn't do anything, even though tight end is their top priority, which we knew that because Brenton Strange is only a 73. So, of course, that's not going to satisfy them. But it's also so difficult because in our league, we have the trade system set on hard. So it's not the standard trade system. You have to work a little harder just to acquire certain players, specifically from CPU. It would be different if we were trading user to user. But we're trading with CPU. When trading with CPU does some stupid things. So we have to make sure we make the CPU think or be a little bit more aggressive in what they demand from a user. So let's try Eric Armstead, even though it's red. He is a defensive tackle. That's their second top need. Their top need is a tight end. Their second top need is a DT. Right tackle is their 3rd. Left guard is their 4th. Mike linebacker is their 5th. So Armstead, we just don't really have anything legit to offer, like say so. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. What are we willing to give up to acquire? I was about to say inquire, but to acquire the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft. Like, legitimately, Caden Proctor is all we want. That's our main focus, is getting Caden Proctor. We get Caden Proctor, whatever else falls our way, we'll take it and run with it. Let's see, maybe I can give up Alua Khan, and he might not be too much, because I don't really want Alua Khan anyways. Okay, so we getting somewhere right there. He's a Will, he's not a Mike. You can convert him to a Mike, though. He's 83 overall. He's got yellow. There's some interest there. Okay, so that's moving the needle a little bit. So we got it green there. I have to offer up something else. Oh, let's see. Back to the drawing board. Ransaw definitely ain't giving up Ransaw. He's one of the main reasons I decided to pick the Jaguars for this rebuild. Left tackle. Walker Little. We could give up Walker Little. He's not a right tackle. He's a left tackle. But again, just like with Alua Khan, it's not like you can't change positions. And if it means that much, I will go change him to a right tackle if I have to. So let's see. Let's add him to the list and see if that moves the needle at all. Damn it, Red. Come on now. He's only 27 and he's a 78. That's not terrible. Oh, my God. And this will free up even more cap space for us, too. Oh, we're so close. Oh, we're so close. I wonder if I can get away with putting Trevor Lawrence in there. But then again, I did put in a new rule for the league that we can't trade quarterbacks or like good quarterbacks to teams that already have a good quarterback or young quarterback in place, due to a situation that happened with last Madden when multiple users traded quarterbacks to the Patriots and they had like 290 plus overall quarterbacks and 85 overall Drake May at the bottom of the bench, never seeing no field. So I had to make a rule for that to prevent that from happening again. So let's see if Jonah will actually make this trade go all the way through, hopefully. Oh, it's right there. Come on now. Oh, it's right there. We're so close to getting this to come through. I know what y'all thinking. That's too much compensation. Trust me. If you know how I am and you know the way I play this game, I'm not worried about any of these players that I got up there. Neither am I worried about those draft picks. We'll get those draft picks back. We'll develop some up-and-coming players. We're not worried about that. We're just worried about trying to acquire one of those top 3 picks. I'm so close, too, to getting the Texans to commit. I'm trying to figure out, do I need to go and convert somebody from, or do I need to go and convert Walker Little to a right tackle and convert Alua Khan to a middle linebacker? First and foremost, see, this is a lie right here, because it's projecting him to take Barry and Brown at number 1. But I know for a fact he is not going to. I know him personally. Been knowing him for a long time. That's like my best friend right there. I know he's not taking Barry and Brown number 1 overall. That's just not going to happen. So I might have to have a conversation with him just to pick his brain to see who he is taking number 1 overall. Get a little insider trading going on there. But back to the drawing board. Oh, let's see. So the Buccaneers have the 6th overall pick. I really don't want to take that chance and slide all the way down to 6, but let's just see what they'll take for the 6th overall pick. And okay, so that's orange. If we can get them to give us the 6th overall pick, we can try to flip the 6th overall pick for the 2nd. That should be a lot easier than what we're already trying to give up. Not that it would make a difference. We're still giving up the compensation, but it would make that trade acquisition a lot easier. Okay, so we're getting somewhere here. All right. So we're having a lot more success than we were having in the negotiations with the Houston Texans. Let's see. Let's try 2 seconds and a first. All right. Still about the same. All right. Let's see if this shakes. Oh my God. We're not moving the needle at all. I'm just I'm sorry, for the 6th overall pick, I'm not so sure that I want to give up Oluwakan or somebody of that nature in this trade. Like, if I'm going to give up those guys, even though I don't even really want Oluwakan on the team right now, but if I'm going to give up those guys, I'm going to need to get that number 2 overall pick, or at least number 3. Okay, so this gets us close to the end. Let's see. That's another thing I like about having a trade set on hard, is it actually makes you sit up there and have to try to negotiate real negotiations with the computer. Negotiations with users, of course, that has a feel like it's a real negotiation. But this actually trading with the CPU, it's like a real negotiation because trades aren't as easy as they typically would be. Okay, so Walker Little gets us close to the edge. Maybe if I throw in, let's try Strange and see if that'll get anything accomplished. Nope, still the same thing. Let's try Jonah. Oh my God, come on now, bruh. All right, so let's put this together and see if this works. There we go. Finally, we gained some ground, we gained some traction. We got a trade agreement. They took Walker Little and Brenton Strange for the 2027 first round pick, 2028 first round pick, and the 2026 first round pick. So that's going to do it for this episode. As always, if you're here for the first time or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with more of this Jaguars rebuild, as well as other Madden 26 content. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time. Peace.